the Pima writing position.
You're gonna have to, I can't.
Do you want me to read it to you?
I don't understand. What is this? I don't understand what this is.
Well,
What is
it's some students
Doing what?
recommending you for a Pima writing position at Pima College.
But because you asked them to.
Well, yes.
Oh, yeah,
I said Mr. Fine is applying because it was
Did
when
you
you
read
were.
these already?
Well, it's,
There's someone. Fuck.
I knew you would be upset about that.
That sucks. Anyways, I haven't read any of it, so.
To whom it may concern, my name is Marisa Morales, a former student of Mr. Fine's, and I have the pleasure of recommending Mr. Fine as an excellent writing teacher. I am currently in my sophomore year as a pre-nursing student at the University of Arizona. I know that I've only made it this far in my college career thanks to the help of Mr. Fine. He taught 3 different writing classes at Sunnyside High School, and I had the honor to be in all 3. Mr. Fine watched us grow not only as students, but as individuals from our junior through our senior year. As a pre-nursing student, I find myself constantly writing essays and needing to better my writing style. A lot of the writing methods I utilize are those I learned from Mr. Fine. Actually, many of the projects I've completed were easier to complete because of the prior knowledge gained from Mr. Fine's AP and dual enrollment Pima writing classes.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is Marissa?
Mm-hmm. Many of my friends who are also his former students would agree that he is amazing at making students feel seen. His constructive criticism and feedback is incredibly helpful because of how detailed he is in his response to student writing. I could tell... Oh. That's Marissa. I could tell from the beginning that he cares deeply about all of his students, unconditionally. He gave each individual student extra assistance and office hours for our own benefit. As a bilingual student, I've always struggled with improving my English grammar, and Mr. Fine wasn't afraid to let me know the aspects in my writing that I lacked. He helped all of his students by recommending grammar websites as well as going over the assignments as a class so we could understand the concept of what he wanted us to do. He never made us feel bad for needing further instructions and explanation. I can tell that Mr. Fine enjoyed watching us improve, even if some took longer than others to do so. It made us feel good about ourselves and made us look forward to being in his class. I've had many writing teachers through the years, and I know for a fact that Mr. Fine is a tough individual who won't back down from a challenge. There's no doubt that he would be a great addition to any team and a great teacher to any student. I believe that Mr. Fine will help flourish his future students' minds with creativity and help them develop great writing skills as he has done with his former students, including myself. To whom it may concern, from Saudi Juarez. I'm writing to recommend Mr. Fine for the Pima College teaching position. Mr. Fine was my teacher, mentor, and advocate for all students in his time at Sunnyside High School. First, he began by coming in and saving my junior AP English class from an empty classroom when our original AP English language teacher left in the fall during my 2021-22 junior year. From that point on, Mr. Fine transformed the way we learned, read, and wrote. Mr. Fine taught us crucial writing skills while simultaneously challenging our critical thinking. There does exist an educator who cares about engaging students with material they truly care about and relate to. Reading A Small Place helped me engage with more elevated material and prepared me for college. Mr. Fine's care and attention to his students and education did not end with AP English language during the 2022-23 school year, my senior year. Still, it continued well into my experience in his creative writing class. Every week, Mr. Fine created and proposed well-thought-out and accessible writing assignments. It was in his class that I developed my college essay. Mr. Fine also took the time to provide feedback, a rarity in classes that are often at least 30 people. Mr. Fine created a relaxed, accessible, and inviting environment to write. Although I liked writing, I was often insecure about writing creatively, but Mr. Fine never hesitated to not only encourage my learning, but also provide constructive criticism. He gave me the confidence to apply to Pomona College, and I would beg to say is largely the reason I am still here. Coming out of his classes, I felt prepared for writing at a college level.
And you are writing very well.
I employed all of the skills I learned in his classes. Mr. Fine taught me to love writing beyond something I do for a grade. Mr. Fine taught me that education is worth pursuing.
Jesus fucking Christ, these kids should be published.
I am confident in stating
I can't handle it.
that Mr. Fine will change the lives
Ecstasy? What is
of all the students he encounters.
So to hear her say all those things is, to me, a bit surprising. Because I thought she was bored to death in creative writing class. And by the way, that is such excellent writing.
I know.
I am so proud of myself.
It's
Kate,
excellent.
I did it.
Yeah.
For someone who's going to kick ass in some way. We don't know how yet. Because she's on her way.
It was a beautiful letter.
It's a beautifully... I mean, if I talk about composition and just balance and all of it. This is, this sounds like, oh shit balls. Nope. I'm not.
To whom it may concern.
Nope.
I write this letter today to recommend Mr. Fine for the teaching position at Pima Community. The bell would ring and I would leave as quiet and unnoticed as I first came in.
I did that before in some classes.
I learned that society, an
Yes.
academic institution,
I know what's happening.
a classroom, does not favor the introverted, causing them to fade into
It's
mere
vapor.
wallflowers. Isn't that beautiful?
It's horrible.
It
No,
doesn't
I don't know
favor
if
the
it's beautiful.
introverted.
It's kinda horrible. It
It was a beautiful
favors-
way to say it.
Wait, what did you just say?
It
Say
says
again.
it does not favor the
It does
introvert,
not, yes, favor the wallflower, yes.
causing them to fade into mere wallflowers. How could a connection be built between a student and an instructor when a student is intimidated to voice themselves and the instructor knows nothing more than the language of sound?
Oh, yes, I do.
I do not mean to speak about myself
It's beautiful. It's
But-
sort of poetic.
in order for the impact of Mr. Fine to be understood. I have to share this information so one can understand what differentiates Mr. Fine from other instructors and what his tool of change, so characteristic of him, is.
What?
The routine. As the year progressed, our conversation through writing only grew. I would write and he would respond through feedback and personal comments on the classroom app. Mr. Fine was and has remained the only educator to not only provide constructive criticism but also highlight and comment on pieces of your writing that he loved. He perhaps does not realize it, but it was those pieces of feedback that motivated me to put my all into my writing and to try to better myself academically. As I mentioned, Mr. Fine would provide me with personalized comments on the essay submissions,
It's literally exactly
a
what I
gesture
wanted.
that was not required of him as an educator, yet he did it. These
Yes.
comments were poetically described scenes of his feelings towards my writing. There was no greater joy for me as a student than when I received these comments from Mr. Fine, because I knew that he had been able to find my voice within my essay, and I felt heard. Mr. Fine understood the importance of these stories
I
and
hope
took
I gave
time
these guys an A because
for us to have
I mean,
a
they all
thoughtful.
get- I'm so proud. This is such beautiful writing.
I know.
It really is. I mean, it's really generous. That is the one thing the most important. I said, writing, creation. It's an act of generosity.
Hmm.
Writing is an act of generosity. Look at that generosity.
He possesses a fun personality which translates directly to the environment of his classroom, resulting in a fun learning experience.
Who are these kids?
Mr. Fine
They're
is
like God writers. I don't understand. If all of these are like the first two, I'm going to be like, okay, Kate, I'm never working again. I did my duty. This is the new squad, and they're just going to go rule the world. With their clear articulation and ability to organize ideas and pace things and be genuine and generous.
Yes, it's Jen.
All of those things make you an A student. A plus plus plus. Those are beautiful letters. Wait, it's not even over, I know.
Mr.
But that's
Fine.
why I'm just already like, what the fuck? Sorry.
Mr. Fine is the definition of what an educator should be. At a time when the relationship between education and young adults is in danger, educators such as Mr. Fine are a necessity. Pima Community College is an institution with a high minority and colored population, a population that is often silenced, and a population that forgets the power a voice and words can have.
They all need to be political writers. They need to join, like, they will win hearts and minds. There's such beautiful writing. That's all I keep thinking about. I mean, like, this is Goblin God. That's what I mean. It's so good. It's so beautiful, and I can see it. Oh, I love that writing. Anyway, I was gonna push play. Okay, anyways.
Open the next one.
Oh my god. Is it my birthday? Like, seriously, it should be some big holiday. Because it's really a lot already.
My apologies if this letter of recommendation strikes as a little informal, but when speaking of such an educator as Mr. Fine, I must test the boundaries of formality.
Oh my god. What? Look, I want to do my own style. Yes, and you should. Like, this is a very hard lesson to teach. You should. But you have to know the rules before you can break them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. And guess who's listens to that?
Mm-hmm.
Pacing. Yep, that nice short sentence. Read it again.
That perception quickly dissipated.
Yes. But that's a sentence. See the drama in that?
Yeah.
That perception quickly dissipated. That's how I read it.
To be frank, my first impression of Mr. Fine was another white English teacher trying to play that white savior complex.
I love this. This is so good.
That perception quickly dissipated. My intention...
Are you... Okay, can we just pause?
Uh-huh.
Can we just pause for a second? I know Hakeem is writing intimately. Okay, because I take that shit in. That's your style. That's your style. I know. I took... Especially with these kids, I remember shit.
It was the journal entries and group discussions he would assign that taught us the value of critical thinking.
Yes.
Critical
God
thinking
damn
was
it.
what helped me develop my sense of purpose in an educational setting. It drew out this insecurity I latch onto when I would question my abilities as a student.
Yes,
Through those writing center visits and peer reviews, he instilled the idea that our interactions with literature don't have to be a solo experience, as our relationship with writing and reading is a shared journey.
What?
Listen.
Oh my god, these girls are artists. How the hell? That is amazing. They're capturing all of everything I thought nobody saw. Literally, that is what also my message is up in this business where I'm requiring you to do this. Like, you should have saved this all for Christmas. It would have made my fucking Christmas.
Our reminder that an individual's willingness to explore beyond what is presented to them matters as it contributes to one's growth, not just in an academic setting, but in all walks of life.
Kate, I'm not kidding. We need to publish. This is a chapbook of not for me, but for all good teachers, I guess. But Do you fucking see that?
Yes.
That is Hakima. That's Hakima.
Mm-hmm.
Who? What? I just can't.
We are gonna have to cut out a lot.
Oh, you're recording? Oh my god, Kate. I did not know that. Anyways.
I could never forget A Small Place by Jamaica Kincaid.
You're gonna run your phone.
When he presented A Small Place, I understood
shit
why
balls.
Mr. Fine carried this undeniable
This is where
love
she almost killed me.
for the
This story.
exploration, creation, and teaching of
Right.
literature.
I wouldn't kill her, but I did say some harsh words. And she wanted to kill me. She never spoke to me again. Forever.
Not forever.
Yeah, not forever. It was a long time. I was like, I'd go over there and be like, hi. Hail to the no. And so he was right there going, hi, Mr. Frank. I just, like, you're bothering us a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go away now. Oh my god. Those girls, oh my fucking god. They made teaching fun.
Mr. Fine is the type of educator we speak about when the question, who is the teacher that impacted you the most, is asked. I
What?
implement...
Or are these kids using ChatGPT?
No.
I don't know.
What?
They're so perfect. I can't
ChatGPT
even...
isn't perfect.
What?
I said,
No.
but ChatGPT
No,
isn't
I know
perfect.
that. No. That was a backwards kind of joke.
I implement his teachings to this day in my academic journey as a college student. I am especially grateful for his efforts and support when it came to
Usually
developing
verbs,
my
I
writing
can't even-
style.
I don't even know what to do. I can't stand it. Do you understand how beautiful these letters are?
Yeah.
I am blown. I mean, in writing, that is the thing that is touching me the most. I haven't even read as good at writing as this in a very long time.
Yeah.
In general, writing, impactful, meaningful, generous, what? And aware, highly aware of the audience. I don't know what to say.
Both audiences.
Yeah.
That one and
Right.
the...
But that is even more complex, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is, this is, I don't know. Somebody needs to see these people. They need to form a dome. I don't know, like something. They are amazing. And they all know each other. And they support each other still. That blows my mind. Blows my mind.
When you have developed a writing style that is true to the individual, it transforms how one approaches a curriculum or course in the most positive way because you're bound by a self-creation that nourishes the yearning to learn.
Yes. Yes, yes. That's
Words
a very
can't
clever-
express.
I've never heard it
Yeah.
put that way before, but
Words can't express what Mr. Fine means to not just myself and my peers, but to the education system. We need educators like Mr. Fine, for they are our guide and reminder that knowledge is power and the journey to obtain higher education is worth it.
yeah,
I am
worth it.
honored to recommend Mr. Fine and forever thankful for him. Warmest regards, Hakima.
They're not. They went from their hearts by themselves. They're not. Oh,
Yeah.
you talk about that. You talk about, like, somehow they all talked about a different aspect of and
Right.
highlighted, right? You just do all the cheerful parts. Cut out all the rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, I know, because are you still doing it? Stop. I mean, if I'm grading, this is super easy. No, I mean, not even one beat. Am I like, you messed up right there. I'm just like, flow. The verbs, the strength, the confidence of the sentences is something that I will never